Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you would never ask, Heidi. It is Monday, the 10th day of October, so it's 10/10/2022 today. It is National Angel Food Cake Day, National Cake Decorating Day, which is interesting that those two things land today.
It is.
National Handbag Day, National Metric Day, National Walk to a Park Day, World Mental Health Day, Columbus Day, Native American Day, National Kick Butt Day, and National Online Bank Day. Do you remember when online banking was like new and everybody was afraid of it?
So exciting.
Well, everybody was afraid of it. They're like, oh, if I put that information out there, my money's gone. Now it's like everybody does that. It's like second nature. Hey, you know what? We're like sneaking right up on Halloween, and I have one of the best scream queens in the world joining me for my Movie Star Monday, Dee Wallace.
She was the best mom.
Yeah, she's an awesome mom, too. She was in E.T., she was in Cujo, she was in so many amazing movies.
Kinds of 80s stuff. She was an amazing 80s mom.
I'm going to be chatting with her about her new film she's in called NIX, N-I-X. It looks pretty scary. Going to chat with her all about that coming up.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. What part of the day do you look forward to the most? That first coffee? Quitting time? Dinner? Your favorite TV show? The John and Heidi Show?
Bedtime.
The John and Heidi Show? Okay, it would seem none of the above. According to a survey, 4 out of 5 of us say it's coming home to our furry friend. So...
We're with our furry friend all the time.
Yeah, our dog is right now in the other room. She would love to be in this room, but if she's in this room, she's making too much noise. She doesn't know how to be quiet. She doesn't understand what happens when we turn on these microphones. 2,000 pet owners. 71% said they regularly put their pets' needs before their own. This was conducted by one poll on behalf of Chewy. And they said pets were found to be a major influence on what trips people take, where they live, the people they hang out with, and they admitted they even impact how they spend their money. So there's more information about that if you want to read all of the stuff. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know people would pay 108% more than the listed cost of any item when they're shopping for it if it were to last 20 years, according to a new survey? 3 in 5 respondents say they're more inclined to spend money on quality items at something more so than something that's cheaper in both price and quality. Examples of things people spend more money on because it lasts longer: cars, 34%, appliances, 34%, cookware, 30%, televisions, 28%, and phones, 26%. So,
okay.
What would you say? Is there anything that you would say, I'm going to spend a little more on this because I want quality and I want it to last forever?
I tend to be more of a price.
She is kind of a bargain hunter
person.
And she doesn't care as long as it lasts at least a week or two. So.
But here lately, I have been buying better quality items because we're doing a house renovation, and I have been purchasing higher quality things this time. So
see, and those things will last longer. There we go. We don't know everything, but now we know this. Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Gwyneth Paltrow is showing off her birthday suit. Do you think her friends call her Gwyneth or do they call her Gwen? Gwen Paltrow sounds funny, though, doesn't it?
G-spot.
Would you just stop? The Goop founder stripped down and got slathered in metallic body powder for a Goldfinger-inspired nude photo shoot for her 50th birthday.
That's awesome.
Who would you even want to show that to? Like, hey,
I'm sure her daughter
here's
is so proud.
Here's a naked photo of me. I'm like, oh, thanks, Grandma. I didn't need that. Kelly Ripa says working with former live co-host Regent Philbin was not a cakewalk. They say there was in a story in People magazine. Apparently, he was hard to work with.
She was.
He
dissing
passed
on
away
him.
in 2020 at age 88.
That is not nice.
it's
Why
not
take
nice.
that time
I don't
now
know.
to?
It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
And TV
that's
icon
disgusting.
Katie Couric is battling breast cancer. That's sad to hear. She's 65. The Today Show anchor shared she was diagnosed back in June. So I've got more information on all of those stories in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. For those concerned about their personal information appearing online, and everybody probably should be, you'll be happy to know that Google is releasing a tool that makes it easier to remove search results containing your address, your phone number, and other identifiable information. The Results About You feature is described as a way to help you easily control whether your personally identifiable information could be found in search results. If you see a result with your phone number, your home address, or your email, you could click on the 3-dot menu on the top right and then click Remove Result. And you'll be informed that the result contains one of these three things. Google then can remove it more quickly. You can also monitor the request in a new menu item on a Google app called Results About You. So far, the new feature has only rolled out to limited users in the US and Europe. In the meantime, you can remove other personal identifiable information from Google search through a removal request. So if you have something on there, you're like, yeah, I don't want people seeing this. It's my personal info. You can tell them, get rid of that, and they'll take it down.
And that's a real nice feature.
It is a nice feature. And moving on with my scoop of the day. I don't know what I'm saying here.
Scooping on
with our scoop of the day. If you're ever reluctant to ask people for help, why is that? Fear of rejection? Fear of imposing? Well, research says you should just ask. A study, according to the Journal of Psychological Sciences.
You should definitely ask, especially if you're one of those people who
Psychological
is
sciences.
always helping others.
Yeah. This suggests many of us underestimate how willing and even happy others are to lend a helping hand. 6 experiments were conducted involving more than 2,000 participants, designed to compare the perspectives of those asking for help with the perspectives of the people helping. All of the people involved in the experiment, they say they underestimated how willing friends were and even strangers were to assist when somebody really, truly needs help. So I apologize for really ripping up the beginning of that story. If you want to read it more cohesively, coherently, betterly, you can see this in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not $50, $15. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Super excited to welcome back to the program Miss Dee Wallace. Dee, how you doing?
Baby Cakes, how are you?
I am
doing great.
Well, excited to have you back. You've got a fun new movie. It's a scary movie. So people who are, into scary movies, and we're that time of year getting close to Halloween where, this is the time for scary movies for sure. And NIX, it's available now on all major digital platforms. And I'm going to throw a link to make it easy to find. But let's talk about this because you won Best Actress in the Downtown LA Film Festival for your performance in this movie. That's awesome. Congrats.
Well, thank you. Yeah, that's always a nice honor. Let me tell you, this part, I read this part and I called the director. I went, I have to do this. I have to do her. She's already inside me. She is crazy. She is out there. She is sick. She is pathetic. and she was just delicious to play. My horror fans are going to love this movie.
And we see you so many times as the good, wholesome, amazing character like the mom in E.T. and so many others. But in this, you're maybe a little more along the lines of the bad guy.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm the bad guy. I'm just a demented sick guy.
It's got to be fun to play that kind of role once in a while, too, though.
Oh, my gosh. I had so much fun finding all the crazy parts within me that were truthful to this lady. When I read a script, I know right away. The character either takes me over and says, well, I'm already in you, you've got to do me, or I just don't get it,
Yeah.
It's not my forte. But this is my forte. So for all my fans out there, the NIX, N-I-X, NIX.
And now you've done several films that are kind of scary films. Things like, Cujo, The Hills Have Eyes, The Howling. So this is one more horror thriller film to add to the list for you. Do you enjoy that genre? That's got to be kind of a fun genre because it's got a huge fan base, doesn't it?
It has a huge fan base, and the horror fans are, my God, some of the best fans in the world. And yeah, I do enjoy it. I have a very big emotional life, and I like to use it. I think the horror genre allows you to go out and play in an emotional arena that a lot of films don't allow you to play in. I did not go looking for horror. Horror kind of found me. But I'm a scream queen. I'm a good screamer. I'm a good crier. And it comes from really understanding what's going on with a character, which is really important in horror because, anybody can scream and cry. Yeah. But if you scream and cry from a place deep within you where the audience can really absorb your fear and your pain, that's a whole different experience for them.
Absolutely. And like I said, this time of year, a lot of people like to watch scary movies leading up to Halloween. They could watch just Dee Wallace scary movies, and that would take them several evenings.
That's right. You could get through the whole Halloween with the Dee Wallace marathon.
In addition to that, the movie E.T. was kind of based at Halloween time, because I remember they were out doing their trick-or-treating. So you've got that connection to Halloween as well, don't you?
Boy, thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, absolutely. I still can fit into that little skinny dress, too, I want you to know.
Nice. Very cool. Now, when you were filming E.T., the extraterrestrial, because now everybody knows it was a huge success, but when you guys were filming that, and you're looking at this little alien puppet, did you have any idea that it was going to be as big of a deal as it was?
No, and I don't think you ever do. You just go in to do the best job you can do and be as truthful as you can, and then if everything else comes together, the editing, the music, how they release the film is so important, whether it makes it or not. There's so much that goes into whether it becomes a hit. So I don't think any talented person goes, yeah, we're making a real big blockbuster here.
Nice.
That's not where your focus is on,
Well, you just keep on making them, too. NIX is out right now, just in time for Halloween.
Yeah, that's right, baby cakes. We did it just for you.
You have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for your time today. We appreciate it a bunch.
Thank you.
Again, Dee Wallace has been our guest on this Movie Star Monday, and we'll throw a link to NIX in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The British pound is the world's oldest currency that is still in use. It's 1,200 years old.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Before the switch to digitization, a 2-hour movie used about 2 miles of film.
Huh.
Yeah. It's a lot of film. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Amber-colored rear turn signals are statistically proven to reduce collisions by about 28%.
Really?
Yeah. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The shortest complete sentence in the English language is what?
No.
Close. Go.
Oh.
I don't know if that's probably the same.
Probably the
same length anyway. And our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
There are about 1,300 kernels in a pound of corn. 1,300 kernels.
Who needs to know this sort of thing?
It might be like a trivia question someday, and then you get it right, and you'll say, hey, you know what? I just won all this money. I want to say thank you to John and Heidi, and I'm going to give them all this cash.
Yeah.
No, it's not what's going to happen. All right, several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not $50, $15. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day.
Yay!
It's brought to you by Mintervention.com. Here's your question, Heidi. 13% of us have done this at some point during our driving career. What is it? 13%.
Flip somebody off.
No. What? No. I don't think it's 13% on that. It's way higher.
It's gotta be way higher.
It's probably way lower than that. No, the answer is driven off without replacing your gas cap. I had that happen last year. Heidi did something even more embarrassing. She drove off with the gas hose dragging by. How did you find out that you did it?
I saw it in my rearview mirror.
How far were you from the gas station?
I was still in their parking lot.
What did you do with it?
I got out and I put it back on the nozzle and drove away.
You sneak out now. Oh, wow. Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way courtesy of Mintervention.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Time now for some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Heidi, Spam is cool again. Yeah. The 85-year-old canned block of meat has undergone a cultural reinvention. Manufacturer Hormel has sold a record amount of Spam for 7 straight years, and this year looks like it's going to be another milestone. So Spam is trending as an ingredient on TikTok. It's on the menu at some fine dining restaurants. Why? How? What? What's going on? Part of the popularity is because it's so popular in Hawaii, Asian and Pacific Island areas, and that's influencing its growth elsewhere. As people are saying, hey, we're going to have this Asian-inspired or this island-inspired dish, they're like, oh, you need to add Spam.
Right.
Now, our son loves Spam. Charlie,
Always
Heidi's
has.
dad,
My
he
dad,
loves Spam.
Oh my gosh, he used to put it in our meatloaf.
Yeah, I've had Spam. It's not bad. But there's more, some people are really liking it. Edgy ad campaigns have also attracted a broader customer range than the baby boomers who grew up eating it, sometimes reluctantly. What's more, according to Robert Koo, an associate professor of Asian and Asian American studies, says a lot of celebrity chefs have been Asian and Asian American and reintroduced Spam to a new audience. So a lot of these chefs have that in their background. So they're like, oh, hey, I grew up on this stuff.
I've never been a fan of it,
Yeah.
but I do like their
brand.
advertising, their branding. I love the
We've
museum.
been to the Spam Museum. Yeah, we have.
The museum was fascinating.
Yeah,
it really
is
was.
fascinating. And it's also weird. It's weird news. Brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. This is a list of man-cold symptoms. Man-cold symptoms. Complains every 2 minutes that he's dying, but he never actually does. Another symptom, he wants his mommy. Inability to do anything for himself. He can, however, play video games. Sneezes that make the earth tremble. Another man-cold symptom. Visits the doctor, but refuses to take the medicine the doctor gave him.
That has happened.
Another man-cold symptom. Hungry, but he's always hungry. Another man cold symptom can still go to a weekend football game despite being on his deathbed all week.
Yeah.
And confuses wife with mother. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. And the final one, exaggeration, apparently. So these are all man cold symptoms. It's the list. Brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. Quote today, Ralph Waldo Emerson is the one who said this. Mr. Emerson says, I dream of a better tomorrow where chickens can cross the road and not be questioned about their motives.
About their motives.
Isn't that great?
I love that.
I like that too. All right. Hey, why did the chicken cross the road anyway? Did anyone ever come up with the answer?
Some will never know.
All right. Great little quote there from Ralph Waldo Emerson. It is your quote of the day. It does come your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of RadioTravelGroup.com. Here's a headline. Mother and toy staff brought to tears by the act of kindness in the story here. A woman in Northern Ireland moved to tears after learning the meaning behind a random act of kindness at a toy store. Caitlin Foster took her daughter Lacey to a toy store, and she was going to pick up a toy, a $10 toy that her child had been gifted from her grandmother. While shopping, she was approached by 3 staff members who handed her a $50 gift card and explained that somebody had purchased it and asked for them to give it to a child that was about that age, preschool age.
Okay.
When she opened the card, she was brought to tears. It said, we had been at my granny's house who lives around the corner from this store, and she had given me a $10 gift card to get a toy. She was trying to pick out the toy, and I kept telling her she had to stick to it, which obviously was a hard choice because $10 doesn't buy a whole lot when it comes to toys. And that's when the staff members came over and asked, hey, would you guys be interested in taking this gift card? We were supposed to give it to somebody who has a child about your age. And it was from a woman who is giving this in memory of her daughter who would have turned 4 that day.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
She said, I just started to cry. Then the workers were crying too. It was very emotional. They said they'd been crying all morning since they found out about this card. She posted about it on social media in hopes that the woman might see it and know that it did go to somebody who absolutely appreciated it.
Oh, God.
All I can say is that if Juno's mommy is reading this, I want to say a huge thank you. She made my wee girl so happy, and I'm thinking about her and her family. It is very kind what she has done, and it has inspired others to do the same. So on here it says, in loving memory of our daughter, Juno, who would have been 4 today.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, that is some tough stuff.
That's heart-wrenching.
I know somebody who does that, by the way. Every year they give a gift in memory of a child that they lost. So I think that is a wonderful thing. I've got a link to this story. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show.